Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you today for joining me on another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the iPhone 10 and Face ID. So Face ID is the new biometric standard that comes on the iPhone 10, and it's been criticized heavily. And initially, I wasn't sure what to think about this. And after using it for a few days, I have a few more thoughts on it. So let me get into it. So I've been using the iPhone 10 for 5 or 6 days now, and I've been using Face ID as the main way to unlock the phone. Now, coming from using Touch ID for about, if I'm not wrong, 4 years now, 3 or 4 years, going to a new method of unlocking your phone is a little bit awkward. It's different, but I'm not that averse to it. I've used so many different phones over the times that I'm okay with different methods of unlocking, but the iPhone always had that familiarity, that very comfortable feel of using Touch ID to unlock your phone, which is now gone. So what I'm going to be doing is, throughout the video, I'll show you guys, one, how long does it take to set up Touch ID versus Face ID on the 8 Plus and the 10, how long it takes to unlock your phone with both. For the final part of this test, I'm going to be doing a twin test on the Face ID. So my mom and aunt are identical twins, so let's see if Face ID is fooled by them, and let's just see how much time it takes for Face ID to, find out if it's them or not. And let's see if it hiccups any way throughout, trying to confuse it, or if it unlocks immediately. So let's get right into it. So let's see how long it takes to set up Face ID on the iPhone 10. So I have my iPhone 10 here, and I've removed the Face ID from my iPhone to set it up again to show you guys on camera how long it takes. So starting it now in 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. All right, scan 1 is complete. Scan 2 is complete. That's it. Face ID is now set up. So let's move on and see how long Touch ID takes to set up on the iPhone 8 Plus. So let me get this going right here. All right, so I'm going to be adding a fingerprint in 3, 2, 1 now. All right, 2, all right, come on, adjust your grip. Completed, it's done. Let me just show you guys. So it has now completed. So it looks like initially I don't have the time, so I'll have the times here for you guys. Now let's move on to see which one takes more time to unlock. So let me just move the camera around so you guys can see this. All right, everybody, so I have the 8 Plus and the iPhone 10 right next to each other. So let's see how long both of them take to unlock. So all I'm going to do is tap the power button on both of them. And then for the iPhone 10, I'll hit the home button after that. And I will hit I will swipe up after that on the iPhone 10. So let me do it in 3, 2, 1. So Face ID didn't pick it up initially, but it picked it up when I swiped up. So let me try once more. But this time what I'm going to do is home button only and swipe up. So immediately I'm just going to tap the screen and swipe up. So ready, set, go. So as you can see, Touch ID is so much faster, it's hilarious. It's like the old Touch ID 1.0 days where you had to leave your thumb rested there for a second and it would still take time. You know what? Let me just grab So I've just grabbed a iPhone 6 that has my fingerprint on it, and this has the old Touch ID 1.0. So let me see if Touch ID 1.0 is slower or if Touch ID is faster. So ready? What I'm going to do is, for both phones, I'm going to just unlock and swipe up for the X, and I'm going to home button and hold. So ready, set, go. Almost the same. Hang on, one more time. Ready, set, go. So the iPhone 10 screen didn't even turn on that time. All right, so let me try it with the screen off this time. Ready, set, go. All right, so the screen just refuses to turn on sometimes on the iPhone 10. As you can see, it gets infuriating. So let me try one more time and see if I can get a fair timing out of both of these. So ready. So almost the same time as Touch ID 1.0 is taking. Almost identical, as you guys can see. Ready, set, go. Almost identical. So iPhone 10 Face ID is same as Touch ID 1.0. So Touch ID 2.0 just blazes. So let me show you with the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 8 Plus. So ready, set, go. So even before I do anything, the iPhone 8 Plus is just in there. Ready, set, go. Look at that. It's just ridiculous how quick it is. I can't even believe this. So Face ID is way slower, and it takes a lot of, finicking to get in. Especially if the phone is, it's just, a lot of times display doesn't even turn on if you just tap the screen. You have to do a lot of weird stuff. It does open most of the time, but it is a lot more complicated than Touch ID was. And unless you're directly, it has to be at some level in front of you. So it can be at an angle. It doesn't have to be dead on straight like this. It can be at an angle or on a desk where you're like right above it here. But still, it's not as comfortable as Touch ID was. So let's move on. All right, guys. So one of the last tests I'm going to run on Face ID today is going to be the cap and glasses test. So whenever I'm driving, I definitely have sunglasses on, and a lot of the times I'm also wearing a hat like this. So what happens is I want to see if Face ID will recognize me with the glasses and the hat. So I know with the glasses it does, but the hat, I have no idea. So let's try it out. So first with glasses, and I have a couple of different types of glasses with me, so we'll check them all out. So ready? Let me put this on. All right, ready, set, go. Unlocked. Awesome. All right. Let me try another pair of glasses. So, all right. So just see the phone is locked. Boom, unlocked. Perfect. So let's try again with another pair of glasses. And I'm thinking maybe these might have a little bit of trouble. They're very dark. They're reflective, and if it recognizes it with this, I feel like it'll probably recognize you with any kind of sunglasses on. So this is on. All right, so I have phone is locked, as you guys can see. Ready, set. All right, it's struggling. It didn't. It has denied access to me. All right, let me try. So I had to unlock it with my passcode. Let me try one more time. No, it did not. So it has locked me out. So most types of glasses work, but this didn't. So this is just a normal pair of glasses with, really reflective lenses, and just it's a little bit of a thicker frame than the other ones. But still, I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect this to do fail. So let me try one more time. Maybe let's try from a different angle. See if it works. No, it doesn't work. All right, let me try from maybe the bottom. No, it doesn't. So it keeps locking me out. So these sunglasses, some might work, some might not. So now the big question, does it work with a hat? So let me put my hat on. All right. Now let's see. Ready, set, go. Unlocked. Perfect. All right, let me try one more time. Unlocked. Awesome. So let me try with the mother load, the sunglasses and the hat. So ready, set, go. Unlocked. Awesome. Set unlocked. All right, so as far as I can tell, almost everything will work. A hat, sunglasses shouldn't have a problem, but for some reason, these sunglasses have confused Face ID beyond my ability to imagine. And it's surprising because in the next test, you guys will see what I mean by that. So let's move on to the next test. All right, so for the final part of this test, I'm going to be doing the most exciting test that I've thought up of in a long time, and that is the twin test. So my mom and aunt are twins. So since they're twins, what I'm going to be doing is trying to fool Face ID with them. So I'm going to have my mom set up Face ID using her face, and then what I'll do is I'll show you guys how she unlocks the phone and how it works, and then I'll have her pass it off to my aunt standing right next to her to see if it works. And I'll do all this in one continuous shot, so you guys can't blame me saying that, oh, you cut between shots, maybe it's the same person. No, my mom and aunt are identical twins. Here's a photo just to prove to you guys. So that's my mom and that's my aunt. You guys can't tell them apart. Sometimes I can't. So let's see if Face ID can tell them apart.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. to create a song.
So that wraps up this video, guys. You let me know what you thought about the results. I mean, I was pretty confident about the Face ID performing with glasses and obstructions to your face and in the dark settings, but what I wasn't sure about was the twins. And as you guys saw, it didn't even hiccup between my mom and aunt. It was just fluid, immediate. It's like the same person was unlocking it, and I was a little bit shocked. Now, my mom and aunt are really identical, and even I can't tell them apart sometimes, but I was thinking that maybe Face ID with the 3D modeling and everything might do a little bit of a better job. Unfortunately, it didn't, but still, it's done a pretty good job. Apple has replaced the standard, and it's not as bad, but it's definitely not as good as Touch ID. And what I think is going to happen is next year we're going to see Touch ID 2.0, or maybe in a year or two, we'll see a much better improvement to this, and it'll be a lot faster, a lot better, and it'll learn to differentiate a lot more. So this is kind of like Touch ID in its baby stages. It wasn't perfect, but it will get better. So I'm excited to see what comes into the future. However, for the time being, I still prefer Touch ID a lot more over Face ID, and I feel like there's a little bit more time to go before Face ID becomes as good as Touch ID is today. If you enjoyed the content, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. A lot more content like this coming out. Follow me on social media if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing and all the behind the scenes of these videos. I update almost on a daily basis, so you guys will always be up to date. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.